God damn it, my life is just a joke, isn't it? My life is like a video game, always trying to catch the coins. My life was like a video game, apparently. But anyway, so I wanted to tell you guys that I cannot believe that I'm even alive, honestly, for like this long and everything. And the reason why I say that is just because I had a K2 incident whenever I was a kid, like 16 years old. So I had me some few friends and everything, but come to find out that one of them, he was the guy that supplied the weed. But one day he didn't supply me with really good shit, and instead he gave me K2. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me that he did that. And so as soon as I smoked that shit, I went through a really bad trip. And like, my glasses felt like they fused with me, just all sorts of things like that. And I got so fucking high that I should have died, honestly. I mean, like, I even saw the Grim Reaper. They set me right on the tree trunks of a forest in a lake, basically. And it was pretty bad. I just wanted to state this because it was crazy that it even happened and why so many problems in my life started happening. And the reason why I say that is because the K2 that he gave me was from Mexico. He didn't tell me. It's just because I trusted him because he was one of my best friends. Maybe you shouldn't trust a lot of people. Maybe you shouldn't trust everybody. And so, yeah, he gave me the K2 and I smoked it and I started going through a trip. My world transformed into Grand Theft Auto. I remember being so high and just like shaking my head and going, I'm gonna die. I got like 5 stars. In life, there isn't always good stuff. Sometimes bad stuff can happen. Yeah, I know. They left me on the bank of the lake, literally right on the tree as I was convulsing, basically going to die. And then my grandpa, he was fishing that day. And because he was fishing, he noticed that I was passed out on the tree. He picked me up, dragged me out of that area, grabbed me, and like put me back inside the house. Honestly, if it wasn't for my papa, I wouldn't have been here. And the sad part is that I couldn't help him. But on top of that, my papa died 3 years ago from ice. Thinking that this was going to be a good idea. Bro, take this seriously. He's telling something serious. Yeah, so he saved my life, but the problem is I couldn't save his. He overdosed on ice like 3 years ago. It was either 3 or 4 years ago. We tried to get him help. I kept telling him, hey, you need help. You need to go and you need to see rehab. You need to go to rehab. Well, he went to rehab. He went to rehab for like maybe about a day and a half. And he started stating like, the people are being mean to me in the area and all this other stuff. And so he just walked out, went to my grandma's house, knocked on the door, banging, really loudly, by the way. Scared the hell out of my grandma. And then he went to go and live with his crack-headed friends. A year later, we find out he's dead. They air flight him out to the hospital. And he died before even that. The last words my grandpa said was, I think I just shit myself. I think I'm gonna die. And those were his last words. I have a little bit of some guilt myself. And what's insane is that it's not even just the loss, it's more of guilt. I feel guilty because I got to survive. I survived with my papa being the one who saved me. And I didn't get to save him. And it's just conflicting with me every day. He left the family. He stated to himself, I'm leaving the family. And so all I can think of is the good memories that we had in the past. I know, I was one of the first people to even tell him that you need help. You need help, Papa. You seriously need help with your addiction to ice. Our old building that we used to have, our old house, whenever I lived with my grandma and my grandpa, got burned down. It got burned down by his girlfriend. See, his girlfriend got really jealous about the whole situation, and she was so mad about my papa and my nana being together. And so she burned down the house. Full on, grabbed some gasoline, poured it around the house, and lit it on fire. And so I lost so many things. Now I should probably talk about this as well. My father was the worst. He abused me whenever I was a kid. Usually whenever he's in his drunken fights and stuff. Also on top of that, he was emotionally abusive as well. What he would do is he was gonna come and get me. And I was always thinking, oh, it's gonna be me and my dad. No, it's me, my dad, and number 132, or number 128, or 127, or 125. By the way, those are girlfriends. letting you know right now, that's what I used to call them. I eventually lost attachment to the women that my dad would bring, that I'd have to change their names to numbers. And so, like, whenever my dad had himself a one-night stand, go out and I'm gonna have some good time. And I'm like, okay, cool. It was nice meeting you, number 132. And she'd be confused, be like, what the fuck? 132? But yeah, that's what my dad was like. He would always come and get me whenever he got a new girlfriend. And then they'd be confused, but then after the one night stand, and they cry and open up the door, and I'm probably sitting at the kitchen eating me some breakfast or eating me some lunch or dinner or whatever. I'd be like, oh man, that really sucks, number 132. Don't worry, number 133 will definitely get it this time. He had 100 plus girlfriend? Yes. Yes. He was a manho. I don't mean to be mean. I don't mean to be mean in any way, shape, or form. I love my dad, kind of. But I do love him. It's just deep-seated hatred of other things. There's a lot to unpack whenever it comes to my father. I'm just stating one thing about my life, is that he had 100 plus girlfriends, and every single time, I'd call them by numbers. I'd stop saying names, and I'd just start saying numbers. Because I couldn't get attached. I tried to get attached to one of them. I think her name was like Rebecca something. And she was really nice. She worked at, I think it was Reese's, the grocery store. She worked there, and she was like the best one, because she stayed for like a month or two. And I was like, wow, this one might actually be the one. Because at first I was like, oh, it's number 76. Hi, number 76, how you doing? 1 month later, what? Number 76 is still here? Like, I even told her, I was like, what are you doing here? I'm just here because I want to have a relationship with both of you. Huh? And then, gone. But my dad, he would have like drunken nights and stuff. And he would do a lot of really fucked up things, let me tell you, whenever he was drunk. A lot of fucked up things I'm still dealing with through therapy. And I'm just saying, therapy is a good place to start, man.